Hey, very good morning, and I'm doing very good, Lalit. Thank you so much. And that I'll quickly share what is happening in the Sensex. Yeah, yesterday I had to close the trade bit early because of the losses, and I couldn't really do anything after that. And I did have overnight positions, but that's all right. No, I did most of the trades today morning, not overnight. No, I think today 12 lakhs would be a challenge. But I think I would end this month with a net green. But let's see. I think probably if everything goes well, this should give about 6 lakhs, I think. Yeah, but I think yesterday, as I said, I did multiple mistakes and I paid the price. And there is a saying, right? So, in order for an accident to happen, there got to be 7 consecutive mistakes should happen. So which whatever had to go wrong yesterday, it went wrong. So I had put all the checks and balances today. Let's see what's in store for us. What's your learning from yesterday? I think I did multiple mistakes. In fact, yesterday morning, I think most of you know I wake up very early, right? So I was going through Nifty analysis, and generally Nifty in a week, expiry to expiry, the probability of Nifty crossing 2.5% is less than 10%. But somehow I got carried away with the PE positions. Ideally, I would have probably started with CU only. The reason is there was a gap up on Monday, and then the Nifty again going up is very probability is very low. But I think I probably carried away with that. Did not put that analysis into practice. That paid price. The second one was definitely. I mean, yesterday if I were on the CE only, it would have probably done multiple things, right? I would have not got into PE at all. Second one is even if the portfolio, even if the Nifty is up, I would have probably gained from the portfolio. I would have probably lost from options, but that won't be massive impact anyway. So, but anyway, and second biggest mistake was I did not put any stop loss yesterday, and move came so suddenly, and then I couldn't really respond. I think those are all the two things, but that's all right. As I said, we learn from the mistakes. And Lalit, thanks for asking. If I probably speak out, I will remember. If I do not speak out, then I will also forget. So, um, let's see. So far I have only 2 positions here. Let me expand this screen a little bit. Probably my photo is not so important. So I got 8,000 CE and also 79,000 P. I think the decay is happening in Sensex, which is very rare to say decay in Sensex until unless usually decay doesn't happen when people are sitting to manipulate. But today it is happening, which means that probably the probability of manipulation is very low. I will never say zero. It's going to be low. Let's see if my statement is right. Anyway, today is expiry, right? So I think the up move definitely happened at about 10:15. Yesterday the 10:15 the down move happened, right? So today up move happened at 10:15, and probably I'm thinking that would sustain for now. This actually the up move happened from 79264. I have my position at 79200. That's the reason. And let's see. So right now I'm tracking 30 minutes candle, which is definitely bullish nature. Let me show that. I think one more mistake I want to tell yesterday. I went with lot of quantity in the initial 1 hour, which is a mistake. We shouldn't go with too much of a quantity in the initial hour. I think that's very important. Any of you speak Telugu in this stream? I think we have only very less people anyway. Language of love. No, the reason I asked is yesterday I watched this Telugu movie called Ka, which came in OTT. That I will check. So as of now, let me change this one to. All right. So this is 30 minutes. This is 3 minutes, and as of now, this obviously seems to be definitely bullish for now, and this is. I think I need to. Oops. Oh, all right. So I got to see now. So this gives some early signal in case if it is falling. I just found this indicator today morning. It suggests a movie that will philosophical movie. And I saw. What is that movie, Lalit? Thank you, Vishwanath. So I was reading one article today morning when I woke up very early morning. So this was actually, it came in Money Control. I think I found that is reasonably good. So this is basically linear weighted moving average. The input, this is HLC 3, 10, and then 10. And then you have the Bollinger Bands, and then again you have multiple things here, right? So you have 5 SMA. So this guy is actually a pro trader, prop desk actually. So he suggested this setup would mostly work for scalping, but obviously I do not do scalping. But then see, his thing is what he said was this obviously shows the longer trend, right? Which is obviously the day trading. This is bullish, but currently this is bearish. Obviously can't take trade here, but then this is bullish, and then here probably there is a trade because at this point of time this is bullish. And then this is also bullish. So ideally, if somebody is doing scalping, they would actually buy here, and then they can obviously put some stop loss, whatever, right? So these two both need to be green. So that point of time will go on and do. I think one more example I could see is, let's say this is a no go. This is a no go, and the reason is, in this side, the left side, it is still, this red candle has to be below this one, so which is not, so that you would not take a trade. So right now, let's say if it crosses here, somebody can take a call here, buy a call rather, or sell a put, so whatever it is. So that's the strategy this gentleman had, but I felt it is reasonably good. Let's see. I thought I'll experiment and then see. Short to just try to buy the hedges. I think if you short 79400, I'd suggest 79000 at least, close short, but just be careful. Do not in hurry short something. So I'm at 79200 right now. I'm not planning to make any changes at this point of time. But let's look at open interest. So I have some long-term positions which I will exclude for now. All right, so sorry, let's look at open interest. See, the open interest, one of the challenges, it doesn't work all the times, right? So we can't blindly follow this. So that's one lesson that I'm going to tell. So calendars, in fact, I'm doing one spread right now. Maybe that's it in the Nifty. So usually CE, I'm okay to go a bit higher, right? So I'm okay to lose money on the CE. So I have 900 here. In fact, I need to combine these two. But I don't have 900 to demonstrate here. So I have 900 CE, and then ideally these two, this pair would be a calendar spread, not this one. It got to be, no, this pair can't be a calendar spread, but let's look at the I mean, this technical is not a calendar spread, because the calendar spread, what happens is typically would do you buy here and then you sell here, same place, so that way you will make some money. So for now, I'll focus on Sensex. So these trades, they might look a little tricky. And as I said, I'm okay to lose money on the C. Said the reason is it will have a positive impact on my portfolio that would act like a covered call, and that's okay. I think we have still some more movement here. I am not much worried, and this is basically, yesterday I did not close this, right? So I was in almost like 2 lakhs losses, and then this is a more of a consolation trade. Just to the peak loss is about 4.68, but then what I will do is, as we approach to December, I will keep selling the call options, so that I will make some money on the call. I might probably end up losing money on the CE, but that's all right. So that's the trade there. But right now, as I said, I will not focus much on the this one. Let's focus on Sensex alone. Sensex, as of now, it shows Sensex. So I think there is definitely nice decay happened on the CE side. and both on the PE side also. I will see if I can get some additional. Let's stay on this chart for now. Yeah, so pro trader, how to become? There are two ways to become, right? So one thing is you can become a pro trader as an employee, and a lot of these prop desks in, let's say, in Surat, mostly in Gujarat actually, and also definitely there are places like Vizag, Hyderabad, and also Bangalore. But the thing is, if you want to become a pro trader as an employee, then they would look at your experience, what kind of trades that you have been doing, and then definitely there would be some interview process, and then that's basically you'll have to trade somebody else's money, not your money. And then they also will have a lot of these RMS and risk management systems and other things, right? So they will not allow you to trade infinitely. So there are a lot of systems and checks and balances. And the second one is they also give you training, and they will pay you some money, right, for sitting and then doing something. Obviously, if you're doing well, you will get more money. If you're not doing well, obviously you will lose the job, and then eventually you'll have to come out. It's all about whether you're making the money or not. That's very important. That is one way to do that. The second way is if you have a capital, right? Let's say if you have 1 crore capital or 50 lakhs capital, you can. I think JNM is one of the popular one. You can approach them and then you can open an account. So what they do is, if you bring 1 crore capital, they give some leverage, let's say 3 times, 4 times, whatever it is, right? So let's you take 4 times leverage, it'll become, let's say, 5 crores. And then you can trade with the 5 crores, and I think they charge about 8% or 9% on the leverage 4 crores. Let's say if you're paying, let's take just for the argument's sake, right? So let's say you are paying 8% on 4 crores, which is you'll have to pay an interest of close to 36 lakhs per year. And then they will not charge any trading fee. There is no brokerage charges. It's pretty much free. And then they do have some XTS license and other things. So overall, technically, I mean, not that leverage you need to take for sure, right? You can also take, let's say, 1:1 leverage, which obviously will reduce the interest interest on that. But otherwise, if you want to take a higher leverage, then you can take. But the challenge is they will not allow you to trade beyond the. So they will not allow you to make losses beyond your 1 crore, right? So let's imagine that you lose 1 crore in a single, just for the argument's sake, right? You are gone. So they will take away all the leverage, and then that's end of the trading business. That's a double-edged sword with the leverage. Somebody need to be very, very careful. Obviously, there is no easy money, right? So it's going to be really challenging to make money there also. I think that's Lalit. You can connect me through Twitter. I can tell you. I might open now, probably next year or so, but right now I'm okay with my own capital. I think you meant if they teach and then they pay little more. I think generally they do look at your experience also, for how long you were trading and other things. And if they are convinced, then obviously they will take you. But because there is a lot of money involved, right? So that's I think Vishwanath Gupta. So iron fly, I think we'll have to do one leg exit to start with, right? So, but general iron fly and expiry day is going to be quite challenging. Uh, I think let me should just give me 1 minute. I want to I'm checking this. What is happening here? Oh, you're not getting. You can actually you can type here Sensex. I think you'll be able to get it. I'm just checking if you can go a little higher. This is as of now. This is what I'm saying. So somebody can actually now here actually can do a CE and then see what they would make some money. So that's the strategy, because this is green, which technically it should work. But let's look at the open interest. What is happening? So definitely some calls were written here, and let's look at what is happening. Right, last 5 minutes. Some here, 79,200, which seems to be one of the biggest support after this one. But I'll not move this right now, because in case of market reverses, it's going to be quite challenging for me to manage. So, but in case of the Sensex moves, so this actually crosses this, I might move there. Right now, the difference is quite high anyway. Oops, it moved automatically. So it's a God's trade. So I did not do. There was a condition that was met. So okay, I think I need to change this. I did not want to move, but there is a condition that was set, so that got moved automatically. Vishwanath Gupta, which place you belong to? I got married in very young age, Lalit. Oh, okay, awesome. Vishwanath, I live in Bangalore. If at all you come to Bangalore, you can definitely meet. I do not have any plans to travel to Mumbai for now. To answer Lalit, so Lalit, I'll not tell you the year, but then I got married when I was 25 years, I think. You're asking too many questions. It's the first one. When premiums are spiking here and there all throughout the day, how do you really throughout the day, how do you really plan to build? I think it's what I did, Ankit, in this case, right? I had, let me talk about today's journey. I obviously started about 9:15. I did have overnight positions, but then I closed at the opening. The reason was I had 7900 and then the 79100, and then the morning when I woke up, what happened was these positions were showing negative, and I was little worried. Um, it's going to be like yesterday. If some spikes happens, right? It's going to be too difficult, and that's the reason I closed them. But then I started building some positions here, and I have exited some all the positions here. Again, I was a bit scared of a 10 o'clock move. And then when it cooled down again, I started building the positions from here. Whenever I see the green here, this is Heikin Ashi candle. So that's what which I did. But I think so it's very difficult to say what is right. So we'll have to go with the flow and take a call depending on our positions. And also generally, if you are doing a fresh entry, right, I think one thing that I saw working, again, this is not 100% foolproof. You'll have to go a bit cautiously. So whenever you see some of these spikes happening, you technically enter. Let's say you see this is also upper circuit, this is also upper circuit, right? So you enter here, and then usually that would work mostly. And if this also is definitely high, then you will definitely make money. But again, they're not 100%. They will not work 100%. They will work probably 80 to 90%. So here you can see very massive spike. This is at about yesterday, obviously, not now. You got to see spike here, and then this actually you got to see spike in all the three stochastic indicators, right? So typically when you enter here, you will make some money. You will have to do with the stop loss and other things. And this is basically for the selling, not for buying. So you can put some conditions and then make an entry there, and then you can manage your trade post that. So I think that would definitely would work. Let's get back to. So right now, for exit, this I think I have been saying the other day also, right, which I missed yesterday. But then if this exit, in case if I see two greens, I will exit the trade for now. So that's the plan at this point of time. So I believe 80,000 seems to be a good resistance. But market always makes to it our own trace back our own words, right? But let's see if that is going to be valid for today. So I think there is some bit of a consolidation is happening. So this consolidation is definitely scary in the expiry days. So this consolidation might lead to the up move or down move. But I think we need to be a bit cautious here. I think I see some double top here, which is this place. If any of you confirm. So double top is definitely risky. The reason is it can either go up or down, and the moves are going to be very violent. So we need to be careful. Okay, no problem. Okay, which trades I have taken? I think let me. I'll come back to some of the questions, but let me share the trade flow. Oops. So I took 8,000 CE, and then these are not these are only 200 positions. Sorry, 2,000 quantity, and then the 79300 PE 4,000 quantity. That's all. Those are all the trades that I took for today. Lalit, I do not use Instagram at all. I do have ID, but then I do not use. Somebody made a comment saying that you were asking too many personal questions. So okay, let me take a few more questions. And so Vishwanath, ping me on Twitter. We can actually speak over the call as well. Not that I need to come to Mumbai directly. Pradeep Sarangadharan, what trade? I think that I just answered. Sainadhye, how to learn options? Is there any videos or book? I think there are plenty of videos on YouTube, Sai, and I'm not sure if you are from Andhra Pradesh, but I mean, you can actually start with any option selling. I think there are definitely good videos by various YouTubers. I'll not prescribe anyone, but I think mostly, obviously, they're all true to themselves, right? So um, then there are, I think the other day I was suggesting few books. There is Trading in the Zone, and then there is one more, How I Made some 2 million or 1 million. That is by Darvas. Darvas actually got an indicator as well. So that is one book. You also have a couple of books on the how I became day trader kind of thing. I think obviously everybody's story is very different. So I think probably pick up some of those books and then read. But generally, learning options is not a big deal. There are only two things, right? There is a PEC and then there is a buy and then sell. I think it's all about when do we sell, when we buy, and then what we should do when the market actually spikes or go low. I think some of those things we need to be a bit careful. Okay, I think that's all. Those are all the books. But if you need the real titles, ping me in Twitter. I will share some links. Okay, let me ask, sir, how much capital you left the job? So overall, my net worth is about 10 CR, I think, at the point of time when I choose to leave the job. Not that I put everything into stock market, but uh, yeah. Since you made 2.5%, why don't you exit from positions if the more? Yeah, I think you were right. You were right. So I will actually wait for one green candle in the 30 minutes time frame. And if I see that, I'll probably look at doing. And also, I do have multiple exit options, right? So this actually, when this becomes, sorry, I think I'm not sharing the screen. Let me share the screen. So I also have this condition here, which I'm monitoring anyway. If I see two greens here, I will definitely quit. Or even I think pretty much right now it's all red, which is good. Generally, Sensex is very troublemaking, right? You do not get this kind of a decay generally. Today is, I think, some exception. These are all the positions that I have. This is 2000 quantity. This is 4000. So I did 1:2 just for the tracking purposes. That's all. Let's keep an eye on this and then see what is happening here. This is Heikin Ashi candle, and then you also have the normal here in case you just want to see what is happening in the real time. All right, so let me take a few more questions. So, what stock buying strategy for long term? Generally, I do baskets, Lalit. That could be sectors like IT, chemical. Sometimes it could be telecom, shipbuilding. Also one of the things. So Shinchan, hello sir. First time watching live. Thank you. Shinchan is a. I would assume it's not a real name. Shinchan. I remember my daughter used to watch some cartoon character from Japan, I think. Sir, is Iron Flame monthly position? I think let's talk about that, Tulsi. Just give me a few seconds. Which website is? Oh yeah, this is Insta options, Pradeep. Okay, I think you are not able to see the website. All right, this is the. You can see Insta options here. So right now we see some kind of a not so strong red candle here. I think let me go to here and then see. I think there would have been some green here. Okay, that is red. So, but let's wait. I think we will stick to this two green candles. I will quit the trade for today. That's the condition. All right. So I think Tulasi Ram asked a question about. No, I think you asked one more question. I'll come back to that. No, not. I mean, I do take, but if I do swing trading, generally they are at the period of 1 week, 1 day kind of a period, right? So, and I would wait for an year or two to really get that money. Not like 1 or 2 days. I do not stay on the stocks actually. Stocks are usually long term, and everything else is options is obviously short term. Monthly positions, iron fly. Let's talk about it. Electro entity scalping. I think you need to be really quick. Electro entity. I would assume it's not a real name, but you need to be really quick, and you should be able to really enter and then exit the trade in 3 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes, right? And that's all. If you're lucky, and it does require a bit of a highly analytical skills and also ability to take the trades very quickly. And third one is you need to exit at the right stop loss. If you do not exit, then you will end up losing a lot of money. So there is no free meals, there is no free easy way to earn money, right? So you need to be really, really quick to do a good job with the scalping. I think every strategy would work, just that we need to know the trick of the trade. That's it. There is nothing that something would work, something doesn't work. People would ask, would the buying would give money, selling would give money, everything will give money, just that we need to get this. Yesterday, like I'm not sure if you got to see the video, right? Yesterday I screwed up, though I have been selling for 4 or 5 years, but then one of the other days you end up doing mistakes, so you just can't escape from those things, right? So one or the other day will be caught up. I think I see some little reversal. Yeah, this 30, this candle is definitely red one currently. Let's see what's going to happen. Likita Thuta. Yeah, thank you so much, Likita. I worked in IT for 26 years. I'm old, not young. I think now we will see some, yeah. So one more green, I will have to quit. So that's the condition for now. As of now, this gave 2.47. And yeah, as I said, this place, right, there is a double top. Here it's double top. We have one at 11 o'clock and one more at 11:24, and then there is some kind of reversal. But I think the supply zone technically started here, so I think we'll put some alert here. If any of those things are met, we would definitely need to quit the trade. Yeah, so it's not an indicator, it's basically the combined premium. If you go to strategy here, I think let me, yeah, so this is not an indicator, right? So this is basically the combined premium of the strategy, which is 8,000 C and then the 79,300 PE, and then both are sell. And I had put 1:2 lots, but the reason is I have 2,000 here and then 4,000 here. That's the reason I had put 1:2 instead of putting everything. So that's what it is. And as of now, this is Heikin Ashi candle. The strategy is, in case if these two becomes 2 consecutive greens, I would quit the trade. No, Lalit, it can't. I mean, there is no guarantee in life, right? So it can become zero also. So it all depends on how do we do the trade. So there is, I mean, I can't say that it will become double or half, but it all goes with how do we do. Yeah, we can do, you can do in selling also electro entity. There is nothing would stop us from selling, right? For example, I mean, I did not do scalping here, but generally I was telling earlier, even if you do these candles, right? So let me go here. Let's say somewhere here, if you enter, you got to capture quite a bit of a fall here. So you enter on the top and then exit. So technically, let's say this is probably a good place. You see all the stochastic indicators are actually oversold. You enter here and then at the top, but you need to, as I said, you know, very quick to enter, and then probably somewhere here you would exit because it is actually crossing the VWAP down, or it's actually coming back onto the VWAP. So that point of time, I would probably exit the trade. I think there are a lot of strategies that we can do if you are disciplined. Generally, let's say you can also do as soon as it actually goes below the VWAP, right? You can enter here, and then when next time when it touches VWAP, you can again exit the trade. So some of the strategies also you can do. All right, so I will tell that. So Heikin Ashi candle, what happens is this actually takes away a lot of noise, Lalit. It's I think it uses some average calculation, right? So it takes away a lot of noise. So generally, if you see, right, it actually from at about 10:42, it's all red candles here. But generally, if you go here, you see some green here and there, and and if you are really worried, and you might probably exit the trades here, but this would give you some confidence saying that it's actually not green. So that's a reason. Okay, let me answer. Uh, okay, I think while I'm here, let's say Sainath, the which place you belong to? Sainath, yeah. Yeah, so these are all the stochastic indicator. I did explain one of the earlier. T. All right, so no, 1 second. Why I'm not able to see the. So this is the same indicator. I'm not sure why I'm not able to see not able to show this. I can't see the indicator also. What happened? Settings. No, this is not. No, this is not as well. Here also I can't see. I'm not sure what is happening, but anyway. Oh, okay, 1 second. My bad. So let's do this. So this is there are 3 indicators, right? So there are 3 indicators here. So this is basically the stochastic, and what I did was I got rid of percentage D, just put the percentage K, and then this is orange or the saffron. and then you got one more here, again white color. These are all, by the way, Indian flag colors, in case if you're watching this for the first time. So here it's 51.3. This is 21.13, and then this is 9.13. That's all. Those are all the. This is basically the fast moving. This is bit of a medium moving. This is a slow moving. And if everything has actually peak, then there is definitely technically this actually works most of the times. If this is also on the peak, and if you're able to really sell here, you will make some good money. Again, when I say good money, it's you need to be a bit cautious. So not all the combinations would actually give that money, so you need to be a bit careful. I think that's the indicator here. So earlier this green wasn't there. I hope that answered your question. Let's look at whoever entered the post in that day, mad profits. There has been a huge decay post. You were right. You were right. Sai Nadia Vijayawada, very good. I belong to Tenali, Sai. I do come to airport quite often. Awesome. I think I personally did not like the movie, to be honest. I know there were definitely good reviews, but then I do not want to really tell the climax, which is obviously forms the crux of the movie, right? So personally, I do not believe the philosophy behind the climax, so that's the reason I did not like it. Oh yeah, that's right. We did that. Maybe some other people might like the movie. So I think there is Nifty. There is a huge fall right now. Oh, nice. Okay, that's great. I studied in Tenali. Not Tenali. I studied in Dugirala actually. All right. So I think we had put one one alert there, right? So that actually caught right now, but then this is still not green, so which I'm okay right now. I can probably wait for some time. I have one more option to do. I can probably, let me look at the open interest very quickly. So as of now, 80,000 seems to be quite strong, and also you can see this is also building at least in the last 7, 9, 800. Right now I'm at 80,000, and my plan is to not to make any change for now. But let's see. What I'll do is I think we need to come up with some condition. Let's go back here. So I think this one, when this alert hits again, then I will probably move the 80,000 position, but right now I will not. But I think one challenge I see here is okay, where is the start at about 9, 10 o'clock. Yeah, this is basically the same pattern that we saw, the snake pattern that I used to say, right? So this is basically like a snake, and this pattern we saw on Bank Nifty, I think on Wednesday. So right now, I think two things that we need to caution. One thing is it's a double top, and then there is this I will not consider as a double bottom, but then so it took a higher low. It came here. This is basically price action, and then higher low it came here, which is at this point 79600. Let's take it as 79600, and then it took a bit of a support there and then moved up. So higher low there is a support. This is higher high, and this is again one more higher low, which actually broke today. Now this is higher high again. So currently we're at higher second higher low. I think if this breaks, then there could be some fall. So you want to see the trade flow? Okay, let's go to the trade flow. All right, so we are here right now. So as I said, I will actually only move this in case if you reach to 79,600. I think that's the condition that I had put right now. I think there is. I'm not sure if there is any specific book on this Bhargava Nalla. I would assume you're also from one of the Telugu state, but uh, maybe I can show one calendar spread straight away. But let me keep an eye on this for now. Okay. Let's take a very fresh trade, which is, for example, Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty, and then let's say, obviously, we do not have the weekly expiry, right? So yeah, I think I need to keep an eye on this as well. 1 second. All right, so I move to one more screen so that I'll not lose out on this while explaining. All right, so let's, where is this? Maybe let's take Fin Nifty, which is, I do not have any positions right now. So let's take it to 31st December is the expiry for Fin Nifty. Oh no, I think Fin Nifty we can't take now because we do not have weekly expiry. It doesn't really work. I think only Nifty we can take now. Not. By the way, Sensex expiry is also coming to Thursday from January 1st. I think yesterday there was a news. All right. So calendar spread, what you do is you take a, let's say, go to a longer time frame. For example, you also have an option to do 19th December, but 19th December liquidity will be little low. So let's take it as 20th December. So you can take any position. There is nothing that you need to stick on to one thing. But you, for example, you take this position. Let's say you are actually maybe usually buy the in the money, but right now, let's say you buy here, and then you're actually doing a call here, and then you go to, let's say, nearest week is this one, right? So at the same place, what did we buy? 26th December, we bought at 24,200. At the same place, you also buy the, you sell the call option. So this is calendar spread. And then there are multiple ways to manage this, right? So you can actually, ideally, the one way to manage this is you put a stop loss at the overall strategy, and then say that, okay, right now, let's say we're at some profit, for example, and then this margin is about 17 rupees, which is, let's make it as 100 for now. 100 quantity, which is 20 lakhs, right? So you got 20 lakhs, and then the maximum you will get about 3.36, and then the low, I think, again, there is a, it's very difficult to calculate the strategy loss here because it's a calendar spread, not easy. What is Tuesday? Barkova, I'm not sure. The Sensex expiry. Okay, I'm not sure. I thought it's Thursday, but let me just check it once. All right, so here you have, right? So generally, the way which you would manage is you would actually manage at the overall strategy level, not at the individual. And then overall strategy, let's say right now you invested about 20 lakhs, and then let's say if you get 1 or 2% loss, you would quit the strategy and then do a fresh strategy. But one more thing is you can also put a profit at the percentage also, right? So you will probably exit when it is reaches 2 to 3%. That way it will be easy to manage. Otherwise, as I said, calculating the profit at the individual leg level is going to be a little challenging. So I think that's a calendar spread. So when do you do put calendar? I think when you do call. I think generally it goes with a bit of a direction, also direction bias. So right now, let's say call is basically we had put here. And also need to look at the risk reward. Sometimes the put gives you good risk reward versus call. Let's look at same thing in the put side. So right now, if you remember, it's 1.6 is the risk reward. Let's look at the put side. So put side risk reward is higher. So I wouldn't really recommend that. So we need to probably both my view would work very similar, not different actually. All right. So that's about the some lesson on the calendar spread. What is happening with our positions? It is still red, so I'm okay for now. So as of now, it's 6.8, I think. So CE side, there is a quite a bit of a decay, but PE side, the decay did not happen. I think it would have happened probably. I'm not sure if I had earlier positions, I would have exited. I'm not sure. But anyway, that's fine. As of now, it looks good. So not too much worry about this. Let's go back to yeah. So Sensex, it kind of did not touch this, right? So, and also as I said earlier, the from the price action perspective, this is higher low and then higher high once, higher low, higher high once, second time, and then again came back to higher low. And we will actually be cautious on the C side if this entire candle goes above this the last yellow line, but until such time it is fine. On the bottom side, we will be cautious in case if it actually breaks this one, which is a little lower than the lower low, which is 79600. Until such a time, I will not make any changes. All right. So, okay, let's take some questions. Phoenix, sir, what is that company you mentioned that provides leverage? It's a Jainam. Shinchan calendar is always for mostly for positional trading. Shinchan. I mean, sometimes people do on expiry trades as well, but it works very well on the if it is a positional. But expiry trades, it's probably not so useful. Yeah, this one. I'm not sure if they have given enough details on the prop trading, but you can definitely check with them. All right, let's get back to the. Yesterday, I think you saw this right live. Yesterday, there was a massive spike which I couldn't manage, and it will actually go. It will become. So it will become like this. I think when there is a spike. Let's look at yesterday's case. I think 10 o'clock we had a spike, right? Massive spike in the morning yesterday. So this is how it happens, and the panic would set in, and then you'll. And also yesterday there was a movement after 2 o'clock. Also, I think there was further fall where FIS started selling, and that's where got to see massive impact. Oh yeah, I think iron fly. I know Tulasi. I did not answer your question. Let's talk about iron fly for now. One second, I need to keep an eye on this again. All right. Okay. So iron fly. Let's take Bank Nifty maybe. We got ready-made strategies anyway. Let's take neutral. Iron. All right. So this is the one. I think I'll tell you one biggest challenge with this is in case if obviously you need to be really precisely correct on where the bank nifty is going to be there, right? Nobody knows and what's going to happen. While it would actually show that the losses are, the risk reward is pretty much 0.1, but also the probability is 16%. So which doesn't give us a good amount of confidence. But I think generally these ones, right? So where is the one more neutral? Iron condor generally works well with while the risk reward is actually moved to 0.3, and again your probability is also moved up, right? So I mean, one way to deal with this is again, this is very crude way, which probably may work or may not work, but let's look at let's say bank nifty again. So generally if you look at 24th December, it actually shows 54,000 is the highest, and then you have 50,000 and which is pretty much like how much, 4,000 points, right? So but if you want to take some risk, assuming that there are no new results coming up, and then there is no other activity happening, except there is, I think there could be rate decision on RBI sometime this week. But let's just for the argument sake take 53,000 this side, and then the 50,000 on the bottom side. Let's look at the strategy building. So this is call sell, and then this is call buy, and you can take 500 points, and my bad, here also 500 points. That's all. So this, I think my view is a doable one, where the probability of profit is 53%, while the risk reward is 1.3. But then you have plenty of time to manage, right? So in case if let's say uh, the max profit is about 3,000, but the max losses are 4,000. But then see, generally if the market moves here, what would happen is you would actually make some money on the PE side. You can definitely move by 200-300 points, and then you would make money there. And generally market won't be anytime unidirectional, right? If it goes up, probably next it will come down, so that point of time it will actually recover some losses on the CE side. But I think the important thing in the, if you're doing a positional trade, do not put all your capital, right? So you should put only 20 to 30% capital to start with. The remaining 70% capital you have to use for adjustments, but you do not put the entire capital there. That's the only advice that I can give. That's Tulsi Ram for you. I know, I think I missed to answer that, but that's the answer. How much capital? I think this trade, let me look at, I think it's about 2.4 here, I think. This is for the Sensex trade, and I do have some trades on the Nifty, which I'm not tracking for now. I'm sure they're in losses, but that's all right, because there are like, these are all hedge and a lot of drama there. So that's the reason. So I would not track them for now, for not for today. So right now, I think on the Nifty side, I did use about 1 CR, and then the Sensex, I think some money. It's about 2.4, I think that's what it is. I think we pretty much it will close. I think there is only 1.4 lakhs left to make, unless I make some changes in the positions. But right now, I'm not planning to make any changes. Okay, so right now, this kind of turned out to be green, which is bullish, and but then we need to see whether it is, again, if it is going to touch here, CE will have a massive impact. But right now, I can safely move my PE bit closure. Let me look at, I think, let me now share the trade flow. Oops. All right. So what is happening here? As I said, currently I still see it's a bullish move, and also the 30 minutes candle, we're left with 4 minutes, and then that actually shows again some kind of a bullishness. What I'll do is let me look. So PE side, we made about 33,000. Yeah, so I will probably move that to 74,000. Sorry, 79,400. I think that's the plan. Let me also look at what is happening in the open interest. That's also important. So PCR is 1.1, which is positive, and then I see open interest 79,700, got about 20 lakhs, and then you got after that you got a good resistance at 79,500. So that's the reason I'm moving this to 79,400 for now. So I moved. So these two are kind of equal premiums, but then the quantities are very different. So I think we'll wait for some time to see. I mean, this will give another additional 20,000, I think. So for today, I have strict stop losses after yesterday's bad experience, right? So this is going to exit when it reaches 68. This is also will exit when it reaches 65. I'll also put trailing stop losses in case if there is a massive up move, then we'll have to take a call, but otherwise it's fine. I see there is a very good up move by Nifty, sorry, Sensex, and that's the reason the call premiums are actually moving up. But right now, anyway, I had put a stop loss up at 68, so I'm not much worried. So let it exit the trade, or at least one leg. And I'm not going to change this. So I'm also keeping an eye on the, which is this Insta options. So right now, I do not see any green yet, but that is also one more virtual condition. In case if I see green, I will also exit that. I think one last move I did, and I'm not planning to make any more moves for now. So I'm at 79,500 and 80,000. I think these are the two positions, and then this is, I think, I did not enter everything because I do not have capital, but there are the positions. But I think I can get some additional capital if I move the these two closure. Let's see. Not much. I got another 20 lakhs capital, but that I'll use to make this as so 920. So this 80 quantities less. So I'll add that. All right. So I think this is fine. Let's see what's going to happen. So any predictions on Sensex where it would expire, or maybe you can give some range just for the, and also give some reason so that it's easy. Lalit, we never know. Anything can happen, right? So we can never trust the markets because markets are driven by the people, and we can never trust people, right? So 79,550. Okay, that's too precise. Let's see. What was the rationale, Lalit? What's your thinking process? I'll answer this question, Phoenix, in another 5 minutes. I'm actually drinking tea once that is done. So, all right. So, this is the double top, right? So, the third one, this is the, okay, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high again, but it is stopped here. I'm not sure if we can do some trend line for now. Let's see. Yeah, I think we can do some trend line. I'll also put some alerts here in case you're not watching the screen. On the top side, As of now, this is the one I see as of now, but obviously this is not actually taking us till, it's only taking us till 154. So this will actually break, this triangle definitely break either up or down as the market moves, right? So we'll see what's going to happen. If it goes up, then we can actually say some kind of a bullish move. And if it goes down, we can still say flat to bearish. But if it goes below this, we can say bearish. I think those are the conditions. So let me also add an alert here. And then I will also add an alert below. Oops. What is this? Here. All right. So we have three conditions now. As I said earlier, not sure why this is coming. I think, okay, that's fine. We'll ignore this for now. I think let's go on. Scheme again. Okay, all right. So that's fine. Let's not waste time. Yeah, so this is double top. This is the trend, and then this is the breaking of the critical support here. So if any of these things happen, we'll have to act. That's all. So I think to answer Phoenix question, they started somewhere here, right? So I think I did explain in the morning, but that's all right. So I had overnight positions which are 79,000 PE, 79,100 PE, and then 80,000 CE, and 80,000 I got only one quantity versus 79, I think four quantity, and then 79 100 one quantity. It's 1:5. But then I have exited the trade as soon as exactly at 9:15 because overnight what happened was it showed close to 2 lakhs loss, which I think probably when Jiruda or somebody is calculating the option prices, so they would have gone with the theory. But that's the reason I'm not very sure what's going to happen. But at the opening, it showed about 3,000 profits, so I exited them. And then I have exited this peak somewhere here, and then that was again 78,500, and then 80,000, and it actually went here, but then there was some bit of a move here. I exited all the trades here. I kept quiet for some time, and then sorry, sir, I exited somewhere here when it is moving up, right? So again, I re-entered the positions from here, which is as soon as I see some red candle. I think that's what it is. From here onwards, it was predominantly I did 79,000, and then the started with 79,000 PE, and then the CE I did not change. CE I was always at 80,000. Just that the quantities could be a little different. Earlier I had probably more quantities on CE, but then eventually when I saw up move, I have to reduce the quantities on CE. That's what which I did. I think that's the thing that I did. Logan, sir, I agree. The only challenge is because it's I mean, at least for me, it's a livelihood, right? So, thing is, if I do not focus in the morning, I would tend to make a lot of mistakes because I'll have to do the trading and also speak. But then I agree with you. If I enter the trade and then if I come here, probably the stream is not very useful, right? So Maybe I will work on a strategy where one day I will not use all my capital. I'll use very small quantity, and that I would do when I probably December month, when I get some good money in the initial 1 or 2 weeks. The second week I will do that, where I will start the day with fresh quantities. I think that's where you will be able to get. But then I will do that only when I'm comfortable with the money that I make that month, and I'm okay to probably sacrifice 1 or 2 days here and there. I think that's the time that I will do, definitely. But I will do that. Max Payne theory. Okay, let's see. Maybe you are right, but let's see. So as of now, I think again I see some kind of a drop here. So I think we'll have to wait for one of these things to break now. I also see 1 second. So I see first green candle here, which also says some decrease in my this one. I am not left with any money to add some CE positions. Otherwise, I would have done some CE, but right now I will not, because I do not have capital left. But let's keep a close eye on this. As of now, 30 minutes is still bullish, but 3 minutes is hovering between bearish to flat. I mean, this is actually becoming bullish again, but we'll see. I'm not sure how this text is coming. Only when I reduce. Okay, where is the text? Oops. Again, this text is coming. This. No. When did you start? I started option selling in 2019, 2019. But I know the basics of options from 2014. But I was not actively trading. But 2019 onwards, I've been doing trading actively. So as of now, I think this in fact plays a very critical role now. Up move or down move. Let's keep a close eye on this place, which is 79,620, and also eventually these lines have to be broken one or the other time, right? So because this is only valid till 154, but anything can happen. So my name is Ravi. You can call me with my name. No need to call me sir and all. So I'll be happy. I did not calculate, but generally, electro entity, I in fact, my entire journey was a little tricky, right? So I have been tracking my net worth from 2014. In fact, I'm not sure if you got to see the interview that I gave to Power Up Money. There I did explain how I was tracking, and then pretty much everything, right? So I think my net worth actually is combination of definitely the salary, and I must admit I was paying definitely better than most of the people. And second one was mutual funds. So the third one was stocks, and fourth is definitely options. Probably options is the last one, but I made more money from the stocks, mutual funds. Obviously, I think the salary, stocks, and mutual funds in that order. The options is the last one. For trading, I started with almost like when I started it with initial selling itself, it's with close to about 80 lakhs, I think, or 80 lakhs or 1 crore. That's what I remember. But it was never below 1 crore. I think not 80 lakhs. I think it's a crore, I think. So I see there is definitely, I think I can't draw a line here, but let me see if I can background. You disable this skill. Please enable it in the Alexa app. Alexa mute. Alexa mute. All right. So where is the? I can't draw anything there. Where is this? All right. So currently it's 3 minutes, right? So we got this move, this move, this move, this move, this move, this move, this move. Yeah, at one point of time, this channel, this triangle has to be broken. We'll have to see whether it's going to move, break up move or down move. I think that's important. I think I answered all the questions, and Lalit says it's 79,550 is the close. Let's see if that is going to be valid for today. If it is valid, it's great. Not also is fine. But right now I'm thinking this top, right? Whatever we see the top, I think I have to change the color here now. These lines need to be removed. Okay, that's fine. Let it be. So the top is 79,850. I think this probably is a crucial level. But as I said, we'll have to wait for some time because there is no meaning in hurrying. Because either top will be broken, bottom will be broken. We do not know what's going to be breaking. So let's wait for some time. I think Kapil will have to find out from Monday. Probably the coming Monday is the first one where you do not have an expiry, right? So until at least from except one or two days last week, we pretty much had expiry every day. So plan is to do some bit of a directional trades, and let's see. We'll have to do either Bank Nifty or Nifty, but it got to be directional. And again, there are weekly expiries for Nifty, right? So we'll see. Maybe I'm tempted to draw one more trend line here. Let's see if that is going to be valid. This one. Yeah, so now we have one more trend line here. So one of these trend lines will be broken anyway. Let's wait for some time and then see. Okay, while you are here, let me. All right, I just posted in Twitter. Okay, so something is happening. So let me just check one more. So Nifty side, I know it's not a Sensex, but Nifty side, what is happening? We pretty much have all the stocks in the green, which is good news, except HDFC, which is struggling a little bit. But otherwise, Reliance is in green and ICICI is green. Infi is green. LNT is green. ITC, TCS. Oh, TCS is also up. Okay, that's good. And Bharti Airtel is also up. I think that's because of the telecom thing. And Kotak Bank is also up, I think. Okay, so we just got one green, one red here. So yeah, there is definitely the reason is you will not be able to. I mean, your capital obviously reduces, right? So you can't do much. But anyway, I think that's fine. So these external factors we can't do much. So we'll have to follow what the government regulation says. We just can't fight with them. This chart became ugly. That's all right. As far as this gives information, we should not be much worried. So we drew a lot of lines, right? What happened to them? Okay, you can only see here. Okay, that's fine. Let's stay here for now. I think this is probably not required. Or maybe. All right, I think I actually think we should put this only here. Okay. So 30 minutes is still bullish, but 3 minutes is hovering between flat to bullish, bearish, everything. But we'll have to, I think, as I said, these lines will be broken very soon, around 1 o'clock, I think. Akarsh, I'm not sure what time you joined, but I did say that on the option selling, there are plenty of videos on the YouTube. Pick up something which would you will be able to understand, right? So I also said that I mean you need to understand what is PE, CE, and then the buy versus sell, right? That's all. Once if you know the rules, it's all about executing them. A lot of times people lose money because we tend to do mistakes. That's all. But the trading as such is generally easy. It's like driving a car, right? So Brother 79400 put hold Karu, yeah, exit Karu. I'm not sure if you're buying or selling. I would not know. I think if you're buying, answer would be different versus selling. But irrespective whether you're bought or sold, please do put some stop loss, whatever applicable to you. That's all I can tell you. Sorry, I opened the phone after a long time. I've been getting so many messages. Where can I see my interview? I'll send you the link. Shinchan, I just shared the link. You can have a look at it. I think right now I see some bit of a consolidation, but this is also a dangerous, right? So consolidation definitely would lead to sudden spikes either side. So we have to be careful. But I think we have time till 1 o'clock to see what's going to happen. Let's see. I think I have put enough wallets right now. Let me also look at what is happening to my trade. So profits did not move much. It just stayed at about 7, I think, as of now. Today, by the way, FIS, it's holiday. They will not do much trade. So US is holiday, right? So I'm not expecting too much of a volume today. At least let me just check. I'll check in one more screen if there are any volumes on HDFC. The volumes are quite low today. It's HDFC, for example, as of now, 6 million versus yesterday about overall yesterday about 20 million. And Reliance yesterday about 15 million. As of now, it's 5 million. And then L&T, I think we'll have to look at least one more. ICICI Bank also same thing. Yesterday 23 million. Right now it's only 4 million. I think the volumes are definitely quite low. I think that's good. Good for me at least for now. Okay, I think there is one bearish candle in the 3 minutes chart. Maybe I think Lalit might be right. Let's see. There is no erasal option. Okay. Oh, is it okay? Okay, Shunya is not working. Okay, is app is completely down. Time is 12:49. I think, as I said, this is the critical point, right? So at this point of time, something will have to be broken, which is 1 o'clock 6 minutes, or even before that. As of now, I see puts actually spiking up a little bit. 79,500. I'm actually thinking I should come to, but I'll wait till 1 o'clock. I do not want to take a call. Hurry. So So you have a good amount of support at 79,700 right now, and then obviously 80,000 is the good resistance at this point of time. So my position is at this place 79,500. I might probably move from here to here, but then I'll wait. I'll wait till 1 o'clock. I do not want to do it in hurry. Either you get into losses or profits, doesn't matter. But not do the things in hurry. That's all. So on the premium side, I think one news I will tell you is from 12 o'clock onwards. So there is not much of a move that actually gives me some kind of a concern, because there is not much of a decay happening. I think on that note, let's go to Insta options. Yeah, so 12 to pretty much now the movement is not very significant. It is happening, but it's not very significant. You are right, electro entity. I'm also expecting the same thing, but the thing is, today FIS are not there, so we do not know who will come and then do something, because DAS would have started in the morning itself, right? So the 2 o'clock phenomenon probably may or may not work today, because there is no FIS for today. Let's see. Yeah, but the challenge in the market is we can never be 100% sure. So anything can happen, right? So that's the biggest challenge. This is a positional trade, in case if you join a bit late. So this is for Monday. Sorry, this is for the weekly expiry, by the way. I put just like that, and then this is also a positional trade, but this is for December expiry. This is kind of a straddle, but for 25,000. So this is basically I use for hedge. That's all. There is nothing else I would gain from this hedge against the portfolio. Anyway, for us, for now, let's concentrate on this one. So this P, still we did not gain any money, which is in losses right now. Okay, so I think somewhere the breaking point is coming, I think. Let's see. If you look at PCR, what's happening with the PCR? PCR is 1.1, which is definitely slightly bullish. The reason, I think there are a lot of puts were written here. Let's look at last 5 and then So this put is being written and then okay, all right. So as of now, 79,700 seems to be quite strong, at least from the open interest perspective. But yeah, we'll wait and then see. I think there is some decay happen now. Yeah, there is a decay. I think there is a good amount of decay happen. All right, let's take some questions. A huge spike could come. Okay, that's fine. What do you drive? Okay, I drive. If you're asking for car, it's a Honda City Hybrid. I'm a very simple man, electro entity. All right, so I think PE definitely. Let's look at this. Is interesting. It is okay. So there is some spike here, which is good news. Anything is a good news actually, as far as it is predictable. I think we need to be probably a bit careful on the CE side. Right? But anyway, CE side, the good news is I do not have huge quantity. I have only 1:2, right? So PE1 and then the CE2. Sorry, PU2 and CE1. So, okay, this is the original channel. Let's keep it this for now. Once this closes, we'll actually move the channel there. So right now, I think pretty much all the stocks are green except HDFC Bank. I think HDFC Bank right now, whoever wants to have a bearish market, they're controlling because that got a good point. I think there is a good spike on the CE side, and that's definitely good news. And generally, I think morning I was saying, right, in case um, this is green and then now this is also broken the green one, right? So somebody can take a CE buy call here, but right now anyway, I do not do buying, so it's not applicable to me. I think there is definitely a spike, but I'm not sure if it's going to really sustain. So right now this is not valid, so I'm going to get rid of this for now. So we will track these two for now, which is until 151 for now. In case if there is some bit of a fall, we'll have to see. Let me come on video. All right. Okay. So I think the good news is both the premiums are now mostly decayed. I think that's definitely good news. Yeah, there is a massive decay here. All right, I think let's keep an eye on this for now, and let's take some questions. Yeah, I think last week, you know what, I was actually in I think almost like 4 or 5 lakhs losses until 2:45 p.m. And then after that, I kind of recovered and then got into almost like 4 lakhs losses. So technically, last I think 20 minutes, it kind of gave about 8 lakhs. Yeah, I mean, last week Sensex was a buyer's day. So I think the probably one tip that I can give you is you can actually see some days the premiums wouldn't really decay at all. Let me showcase. I mean, I'm actually using the same numbers here, but then you will get some good sense of when was it? It's November. It's November 22nd. Yeah, here, right? So you see a lot of these spikes would happen. In fact, I should probably put the last week's expiry, but I do not have the data. So when you see continuous greens there, you would not get into selling the day. I mean, if you're familiar with buying, you should do, but otherwise you should probably the day take rest and not do anything. So which happened actually on last week. So technically, you see, right? So there was quite a bit of a back-to-back green, and then it really did not even come down by the VWAP only broke at about 130. In fact, I said I started making money at about 245, and there's something happened. Sensex Sensex is crossing the trend line. Okay, I think it's crossing the trend line. Let's look at. Yeah, I think this trend line is crossing. As of now, I think let's honor what Lilith is asking. Yeah, the trend line did not break for now, just touched and then went back. Let's see. If that breaks, then need to be careful. Okay, let's take a few more questions. Yeah, I think I did this. So as far as there is options there got to be buyers and sellers, right? So I think my view, government's intention, I think, is right, because they believe. I think I was actually looking at some of the news, right? So there is some bit of a I'll not say scam, but there are a lot of these microfinance companies. They got into a lot of these loans where they're not actually, people are not able to pay back, and then the analysis says that most of the people they took the microfinance loans and then they got into trading. And then last year, I think the losses were in the tune of close to 1 lakh crores in the trading itself. And most of the times the money is actually taken by the FIAs, right? So because they do code FI buying, and then or whatever the buying or selling really doesn't matter, but then they do have huge money, so they can play with the markets. So right now, I think the challenge is the microfinance industry. If it breaks, it's going to really impact the economy. And there is one reason where government wants to put a lot of regulations. And but generally, trading will be there. Maybe some of the conditions might be changed. Maybe people say that you need to have certain capital, or you need to only trade when you have certain net worth, some of those conditions. I think my view, I think it's okay, because these conditions we can't just influence, right? So we'll have to live with it. All right, so let me show. So this trend line was touched just now. Let's readjust this a little bit, leave it there. So there is one double top here. There is one more little double top here. Let's also draw a line here. So right now, the thing is, in case if it actually breaks, it will actually go here, and this also breaks, it will come back, otherwise it will go up. But right now, even this breaks, right? So the next we'll have to look at 71,633. As I said earlier, I'm not going to move any of my positions until unless some massive break happens, either up or down. All right, so let me also share the, let me look at, so as of now it's 7.6, I think. Let's stay here. So only one good news is the PE started giving some money. That's definitely good news. Versus earlier we had some challenge there. What is happening Nifty side? Okay, that's fine. All right, I think let's stay here. And as I said, I'm not planning to make any changes at this point of time. So I think there is a massive consolidation starting from pretty much at 11 o'clock, 11:15 rather, 11 o'clock to now, and almost like 1.5 hours. And Lalit, I do not eat until 3:30. That's usually I have only 2 meals in a day, morning and evening. That's all. Usually I eat at 3:30 or 4. Okay, I think let's go to trade flow very quickly. $7.73. So there is definitely good amount of decay, which is for Sensex, it's definitely unusual. I think probably the manipulation is not happening today, which is good news. I can actually show one more screen. I think it seems this is a vertical one. I think it's not very visible. It doesn't make sense. All right. What is VRP harvesting? I'm not sure. Rohit, can you explain? I'm not very sure what is VRP. Okay, volatility risk premium. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. So generally, my view, right, Rohit, when there is a manipulation, none of the things would work, right? So when there is a manipulation, trend lines will not work. There is pivot points, everything will go for toss. There will OI will not work, premiums will not work, nothing will work. So when the people behave normally, that's where all these things will come into picture. Startup, because of the health reasons, right? I stopped now, but I will resume in June. So that's the plan right now. Sorry, not June, January. Same with the other thing also, book also, Lalit. I have stopped everything because doctor felt that I was doing overwork, so that I'll take some rest. What is the name of the indicator that used to be? Oh, this one I coded in the Pine script. It's not actually available in the. It's my personal one. Actually, it's not like I coded. There was something available for Bank Nifty. I copied and then changed this to Nifty. That's all. Right now, I did not really publish this in the trade flow. Sorry, not trade flow. Trading view. It's my personal indicator. So if you want, I can give you the code. You can also see the code if you're very keen. This is the code. If you want, I can send you. Ping me in Twitter. I can send this code. I tried to add the VWAP as well, but I couldn't get time to do that. Once if I'm free, I will do that. But this is Pine script. Yeah, Vignesh, you can actually ping me in Twitter with your email ID or whatever. I can send across. No problem at all. Sir Rohit, I am mostly, let me answer one by one. I start directional and then get into non-directional, especially if it is an expiry trade. But usually directional to non-directional as the day progresses. I'm mostly a seller, not a buyer. I do both the combination of position and intraday, but obviously for the expiry trade, it's intraday. I also do positional, so combination. Any new target? No, I do not have any new target right now. Electro entity. I just want to enjoy the life. So that's all. I'm not greedy at this time, so I do not want to go below certain number, and that's all. But I do not have any target at the upper side. If it happens, it's great. But I do not want to go below certain number. That is for sure. So you are most welcome, Rohit. Yeah, this code. If you want, any of you wanted to have the code for this, you can send it. I also have updated the. In fact, you see this, right? So this is basically the share is how it is impacting the Nifty, not necessarily Sensex. So Reliance right now is impacting about 46 points, and ICICI Bank 15 as part of Nifty, and Bharti Airtel is about 41. These weightages I have updated as of January. I think August there would have been some rebalancing. I'll have to check, but I can give the code, no problem at all. Twitter ID, okay, all right. Let me share my Twitter ID. So send me a message on Twitter with your email ID. I'll share you the code. So I think this is technically a triple triple top in the smaller scheme of things, not bigger scheme of things. But let's see if this is going to be broken. So this is double top at 3 minutes candle. As I said, these are all the mini kind of thing, right? So and this is triple top, and generally triple top is seen as a resistance, not necessarily support, but let's see. And also if this breaks, you also have one more here. Okay, this is breaking right now, which is good news. So if this, as this is breaking, you have next resistance set here, which is this point. I think I'm guessing if this also breaks, we will actually get on to, okay, my CE got exited because I had a stop loss. I will wait for some time to re-enter, but right now I'm not entering. Okay, let me go to trade flow now. All right, so here the CE is gone now. The reason is there was a sudden spike, and also I had put a stop loss there. But right now, I think let me just check. I think I gained some money on CE definitely. How much money that was? About 2.8 lakhs, I think. Right now it is exited about 30, somewhere around some number, but I not remember what was the exit price. But right now, anyway, it's spiking up. So I will not touch CE for now. Let's hold on to PE. But in case if it actually takes a resistance here, comes down, then I can probably do some trades on CE. But right now, I'm not in hurry at all. So right now, CE is at about 87. So this is the deadline here. Let's see. Okay, let me share. I had put just one condition now. Which got exited right now. Executed, sorry, not exited. So this condition was I want to sell if it is less than 35, which actually sold, but then again it moved back. But right now, anyway, it's a 1000. But I do not have hedge here. And let's do one hedge. All right. So right now, I think it's all right. So on the put side, I have 48,000, and the call side, I have 27,000. I can probably do one more here, but right now I'll wait because I want to wait till wait for some direction. If it actually this breaks, then there is high probability that this actually will have a massive spike. That's a that's the only reason. So I'll wait for some time. I know it's just for 36,000, but I'll also put a very close stop loss. I think I'll put about 30%, not 30%, 50%. All right, so you got a 50% stop loss, which is about 50 rupees, and in case this actually goes up, then this will exit. I think I'd not. I think the stop loss got to be a lot more closure. All right. So gamma spikes yesterday. it happened, right? So the only way that you can manage is exit with stop losses, nothing else. But if you have additional capital, you can always play with the gamma spikes. That you can actually sell at the peak of gamma, and then you can still make money. But then that does require quite a bit of a good capital. Otherwise, you'll not be able to manage it. So as of now, I think the Sensex seems to be massively bullish. That's right, Rohit. So we'll have to. So it's basically what I meant by. Let me explain. I'm not sure what time you joined. I gave a few examples earlier, right? So generally, what would happen is when there is a gamma spike. So this is basically the combined premium. In case you joined a little late, right now these are all anyway 1:2. This is actually right now 4 for me. So this doesn't show. So this is technically a gamma spike, right? So there is a sudden move. So what I was saying is, ideally, if you have good amount of capital, you would actually enter the sell call here, or I mean sell combination of the put and then call here. You would actually sell the things here, so that when the gamma blast actually cools down, you will be able to make a lot of money. But then, as I said, you need to be very quick, and you need to willing to do some losing trades as well. Then I think you will make some money. Otherwise, if you're already in the trade, then the only way you would save yourself is to, if you're a seller especially, by exiting the trade with the stop losses. That's all. So as of now, I think it's CA. I think kind of cooled down a little bit. Yeah, definitely. But we'll wait for some time. I do not want. I mean, I have some quantity, but then I'll wait for next candle and then see if it is not green. I will add some more, but otherwise I'm not going to add anything. All right, I think the next one is green again, which is interesting. As of now, 30 minutes green and 3 minutes also green. So all green, green. So as I said, in case if I see one more red, I will sell 80,000 CE once again, one more quantity, but right now it's all right. So electro entity, can you ping me in Twitter? I can probably, we can have a call and then discuss. So there is one more green candle. It's interesting. Open interest. What is it? Now I see the 79,700 seems to be building up quite strongly. I have an option to move to 79,600, but right now I think it's okay. So it just gives about 4 points, I think. 5 points more, 5 and 2, 4. I think generally this year has been challenging, Vikram, especially September, October. Now our months are not very easy to trade, right? So, I mean, there is no easy way. You just need to practice on the market. That's all. There is nothing else we can do. Okay, I think let's wait for this to. So we have time till 1:54 to see what's going to happen, either up or down. Abhishek, I agree. I think it's not selling, but I think it's basically the non-directional neutral trade is becoming difficult. Let me put it that way, right? So earlier, if you do a strangle, mostly by end of the day you will get some money, if not massive profits, but definitely not massive losses. But today, currently, what is happening is there is quite a bit of a movement up or down, and then there's a lot of stop loss triggering movements are happening, right? So that's what which is causing the pain. And that is true for not for selling, but that is true for buyers and also sellers both, actually. Somebody need to be really careful, and that's all. There is no easy way. I agree with you. Spikes are frequent. What time the what is GDP date? Is the data GDP data, not date, I think. I think sensible usually they will put if it is a impactful one. GDP growth rate year on year, it's 5:30 p.m. today. Actually, see this here. Expected is 6.50, and yeah. So, but I think this will have. I don't think this will have massive impact, but generally Monday there will be something. Ideally, I'm not planning to carry massive positions. I'll have some positions, but not too many. All right, let's focus on Sensex for now. Again, there is no movement happen. I think my any other entry I will only do at this juncture, either up or down. Let's wait for some time and then see. So as of now, I'm still 1:4 here. So this is basically 1,000, and then this is 4,000. That's all. Yeah, I think that's right. But I think that is also okay. I think at least we'll do less trading, which is also good. All right, I'll check. You can also put your number there. I can call you later today or tomorrow. I think something has broken. All right, I think it fell down. Let's see what's going to happen from here. Vignesh Palaniswamy, I shared the code with you. Check it in the Gmail. Calendar spreads will be available, just that you will not get the margin benefit. That's all. You can always do calendar spread. But I think that's all right? So you do buy on a, let's say, long term, and then the sell on a short term, and then on the sell you can always put a hedge. You will at least save some capital. What is time now? Okay, 1 second. I think. Time is at about 1:42. Let's see if there. So I'm a bit skeptical of any spikes at 2 o'clock. The reason is FIS are not there, but I might be wrong. But let's wait and then see. Okay, I think I can probably do one more CE right now. All right, so I did one more CE, and then I have to change this to 2, and so you can see here from pretty much from, I mean, we had a peak at 10:15, which obviously Sensex made some good moves, and then from there this is the highest peak, and after that it's pretty much stayed flat, which is being a seller, it's definitely good news. And then you had some small spikes here and there, but they're not very significant. So I will wait for this to be broken either side, and then depending on that, I'll take a call. So as of now, obviously this will act like a resistance here because this already broke, and if it breaks again, we will look at support somewhere in this zone. So I think this trend line is getting invalidated at this point of time. So we got another 10 minutes to know what could be the direction. All right, so I think this is kind of broken now, this trend line. I think that's all right from the. I don't think I'm left with any capital to make any trades. Let me do one last one. 17. I'm moving hedges a bit more closer. This is to get some more money. Got some money. I did one last trade. This trade is moved the PE to 79,600. Let's see. I know it's a bit risky. Okay, it is risky. It is turned out to be risky. Let's wait. So yeah, I'll track only this now. The condition here is in case if I see to green, I will exit the trade. All right, so let me share my okay. This is trade flow. So right now I'm at 79,600 and then 80,000 CE. That's all. And then the position size, this is 4,000. This is 2,000. And then I do have very strict stop losses because we are in the pretty much in the flag end, right? So any hero zero trades or any gamma spikes, I think we'll have to really take care. And that's the main intention of those. So 1 second, I think I need to redraw the trend line now. This has broken. All right. So this is the redrawn trend line. If this all, I mean, this is again valid till 2:30, and obviously this will be broken at that point of time. Okay. When any of the stop losses hit, I will exit the trade for today because the last minute spikes can cause drastic impact on the profits. So as of now, PA got a stop loss at 27, and then the CE stop loss is at about 30. And as I said, any one of these things hit, I will exit the complete trade. I think it's basically risking 7.6 lakhs for 1 lakh, which doesn't make sense. Not even 1 lakh, it's about 86,000. So 3 minutes it is still bearish, and 30 minutes is still bullish. Let's see. All right, let's look at what is happening. I think we are at the tipping point now. This is this in fact try to touch 1, 2, 3, 4 times. This is the technical. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth time actually. You were right, Rohit. I think there was definitely good amount of decay after 11 a.m. Agree with you. That also reflects into this one. I know I moved the positions, but generally, if you see from 11, 11 actually 11:50, I think that's where the decay technically started. A good decay. Just hitting the 2 o'clock, we'll have to see what's going to happen to Sensex. Let's see if this is going to be broken or it's going to be resistance. We'll see in a few minutes, I think. So good news is pretty much all the stocks are up. These are all nifty anyway, but I think all the stocks also represent Sensex, except HDFC, which is down by very minuscule percentage. All right, so let me share trade flow once. This is what it is right now, and I'm still seeing 3 minutes candle. It is negotiating not hardly, so to go up or down. Let's see. Still got another. What is time now? Another 20 minutes will come to know what's going to happen. All right, I think something got triggered. Let's see. That's absolutely right, Ram. So, I mean, bullish in the sense I'm not expecting 79,700 to be broken today, at least for now. Uh, so, Rohit, that's true. Yesterday, I did not put the SLs and then I paid the price. So, I generally keep the SLs. I think the earlier the one of the biggest challenge was there is a lot of these injections, right? The SLs were definitely being hit quite hardly. So I mean, generally I do keep overall portfolio SL or the individual spikes. So yeah, that's what which I do generally. No, I think the hedges wouldn't really reduce the. It's not for the value at risk, but it's basically the margin benefit because it's quite far, right? I think one sudden spike can wipe off everything. Sometimes they do save. Um, if the distance is, let's say, Nifty 100 points, then definitely the hedges would save. But anything beyond 100, it will not save much. Sensex even 500 the distance will save. But now anyway, it's so right now. Let's say if there is a sudden spike, what would happen is I'm going to exit this, but I hope this will give some money, but it won't be sufficient. You are right, Ram. That's what I'm thinking. Otherwise, generally 2 o'clock you'll see some bit of a noise, but today we do not see. And also, I was actually looking at the volume data, right? So, sorry, is this HDFs? A lot of these index stocks, the volumes are quite low today. So, I see some mini channel being formed. Let's get rid of this now. All right, let's stay on this for some time. Yeah, so technically this should take us till 3 o'clock. But let's say 3:30 rather. If any of these things breaks, then things would be a little different. Oh, I think I am not sharing my screen. So I just redrew the channels. Earlier we had somewhere here, right? So this is basically mini channel. Uh, I was saying in case if this breaks, then we'll have to see. But otherwise, as of now, this actually can take us till 3 o'clock as well. Let's see. So my positions are somewhere here, 79600. So I'm expecting at least this should save us. I also see some puts were written here at about 798. I'm thinking probably as of now I'm thinking 79700 and then 80,000. That's the range that I'm looking at. And also one more reason is PCR is 1.0, which is equally priced, and then this is the most probable as well. Let's see. So 80,000, the premiums have gone down to 8 rupees. All right, I think something was hit. Okay, this channel kind of broken, this trend line rather. So I have a PE stop loss at 27. I'm going to honor that for now. And also I see the CE premiums also are spiking up, so which means that there could be somebody is preparing the turf for zero trades. I will redraw this trend line in case if this breaks quite drastically. All right, so I'm exiting the trades for now. I see some violent moves there. Okay, I'll actually, if any of these stop losses are hit, I will exit the trade. That's a condition for now. So I think I can come closer. So there is a massive spike from the bottom side, which went till 79700 for now. I also see there is a massive open interest written at 79700. So let's see. Already, I think this has broken. All right, so my PE stop loss was hit, but then I have hedges, so I'm actually closing the trade now. All right, I think 7.4, I think that's where I'll close the trade, and I'm exiting all. All right, that's all for now, and have a great remaining day. If I have any questions, happy to answer, but otherwise, that's all for today. Bye-bye. Thank you, all of you, for staying in the live stream. I know it might be boring if you're not trading, but much appreciated. Have a great remaining day and have a great weekend. See you all mostly next week. Bye-bye.